One of rock and roll's greatest songwriters is out with a brand new album. It's Nick Lowe's first full-length effort in nearly a dozen years, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts in the Americana Folk category. Special correspondent Tom Casciato has the story for our Arts and Culture series, Canvas.
I'll be long gone, Daddy.
It's hard to find rock and roll credentials more solid than Nick Lowe's.
I'll be long gone, Daddy, when they find my note.
And it's not just because he tours with a surf rock band, Los Straitjackets in their trademark Mexican wrestling masks.
Don't have me to click around no more.
From pub rock to new wave, he built his rep in the 70s, solo and in the bands Brinsley Schwartz and Rockpile. He was also a producer for Graham Parker, The Damned, and Elvis Costello. He even penned one of rock's most memorable anthems, made famous by Costello. But if rock and roll is all you know about Nick Lowe and his 75 years on the planet, and well over 50 in the music business, well, let's start at the start.
My father was a career RAF officer. He was a pilot. He met my mum during the war. She was in the Women's Royal Air Force. She came from a show business family, sort of vaudeville, really. She was a very good singer and taught me how to sing Inchworm from the Hans Christian Andersen, Danny Kaye thing.
Inchworm, inchworm.
And that's got this lovely descant when the kids sing one tune and there's a counter melody.
You and your...
I figured out how to be able to sing another tune while somebody is singing a different tune. And a third element is created. And I kept on bugging her to do it again. Come on, Mum, let's do the Inchworm song.
He recalls more seeds his mother planted, the country of Tennessee Ernie Ford,
Fatback, Louisiana, USA.
the jazzy pop of Nat King Cole,
Sunny gets blue.
You know, Sinatra, Peggy Lee, pre-Beatles era music, which I love.
But then came the Beatles, and scenes like this led young Nick straight to rock and roll.
You know, I wanted to be famous on the TV, meet more girls, you know, that way. That was my main ambition at the time. Well, it didn't take me too long to realize that if I wanted to have any kind of long career, I had to learn how to write songs.
So a composer he became, writing songs he still performs today.
What's going on?
But as he gained confidence, he also learned humility, as when he produced Costello's classic debut album.
I started the record with Elvis saying, right, Elvis, so I think what you should do here is this, that, and don't sing there. And then after about 2 days, I was turning up at the studio saying, good morning, Mr. Costello. What would you like to do today?
In 1979, Nick Lowe established hitmaker status on his own. A British documentary from the era shows him looking very much a rock star. But he says that involved a certain amount of role play.
I realized pretty soon that I wasn't the sort of person that could sustain that.
So you didn't think rock superstardom sure to fall?
No. You know, I'm not an Elton John or a Cher, and I've always thought that the most fun you can have is just before you make it.
In the 80s, just after he'd made it, it sure looked like Nick was having fun. Maybe the time of his life.
You watch the videos and you look like you're on top of the world.
Yes, I suppose it did. But I thought that was me in decline. I could feel my pop star status waning. I was drinking and taking too many drugs in a bid to try and cheer myself up and write better songs. And it doesn't work, boys and girls. But also my pop star shtick was boring me as well.
It sounds like it was hard for a time for Nick Lowe to be Nick Lowe.
Paint is peeling. There's cracks in the ceiling.
But in the ensuing decades, he abandoned the rock star stance and took on the role he has to this day, that of what Rolling Stone has called a master songwriter who never takes himself too seriously.
You are, Britain's songwriter, right? I mean,
I think that Paul McCartney might have something to say about that, but
He gained that status partly by reaching back to the music he learned from his mum.
I'll send a van to get my stuff.
A lot of the music you've recorded from the 90s on, I think has as much of a relationship to that pre-Beatles era as to the rock era.
Yes, well, that's nice of you to have observed that.
Nick and the band have a new album, Indoor Safari, in which they've re-recorded some of his favorite compositions of recent vintage.
Trombone, come play your song.
And he still strikes a good pose, though he's got a few things to say to the kid who wanted to be a star.
If Nick in 2024 could talk to Nick in 1974, is there something you know now that you wish you knew then?
Well, Johnny Cash once said to me, incredibly disappointingly, I thought at the time, Nick, what you've got to do is figure out how to be yourself. I didn't really know what he meant. I thought, is that the best you can do, John? But actually, now I do. Because when you're young, you're trying to sort of cop an act. You're trying to be, always trying to be somebody that you're not. And you've got to sort of welcome in the things that you don't really like about yourself, you know, but welcome it in. Because if you can figure out how to be yourself, it makes things so much easier.
What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Tom Casciato in Tarrytown, New York.
So funny